Hey everyone, my name is Ben McBean and I've gone through a lot. If you don't know me, I used to be a Royal Marines commando. I was in Afghanistan back in 2008 with 40 Commando Royal Marines, Op Herrick 7. Unfortunately, about 4 months into my tour, I got blown up literally by a bomb. So that's my story. I survived getting blown up by a bomb. In the process, I lost my right leg, which was tore off my body straight away. And unfortunately, my left arm was in a really bad way. I lost that as well. So I'm a double amputee. Now, that was a bit of a drama, I suppose you could say, but the real drama, the real fight was actually, believe it or not, when I woke up in CitiGroup Hospital about a week later, realising as a young lad, 21, I think, years old, I just lost my career that I just got in, and I'm now a double amputee. What do I do? So my first challenge was Headley Court, getting prosthetics, learning to eat solid foods, get dressed, drink properly, cook food, drive a car. Everything was done at Headley Court. That took about a year. But here's the thing. Within the space of 12 months, I've gone from literally bleeding to death in a ditch in Afghanistan to running across the London Marathon finish line. So determination, motivation, discipline, the will to succeed, it really works. And that all came from being a Royal Marines commando. That's what they taught me. I already had it in me, but when I went through training, those 32 weeks training, it really did cement it and solidify it in my head. So what do I do now? I've run the marathon, I've been injured, I'm double amputee. I don't know. My goal was actually at some point just to live life, just to be normal, go out there and just be a normal person, go shopping, have a beer with my friends down the pub, meet somebody, get into a relationship, have a family or something like that. Just normal everyday things, which is what I was planning on doing anyway. However, I suffered unfortunately from a thing called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. That's something that a lot of us, unfortunately, as veterans suffer from. Mine happened years later, but I managed to get through that. I've done well in business. I've also failed in business, mentally, physically and emotionally. The journey's been up and down, and I don't look at it in a bad way. It's called life. And that's what my talks are about. You know, my talks aren't just about resilience. They're not just about fighting back and being motivated. It's just about life. Like, things really bad can happen. What's the chances of something happening to you that's been as bad as what's happened to me, literally lying in a ditch bleeding to death? It's slim, and quite rightly so. I wouldn't wish what I went through upon anybody. However, it's happened. So my story is to businesses, corporate businesses, schools, kids, students, is the fact that life goes on. And if you have a plan, have a bit of motivation, determination, and most of all, discipline, the will to succeed, a lot can be achieved. A lot of people say, just do it, get on with it, crack on with life. You only live once. It's a lot easier said than done. So my story is being honest and talking to you about the reality of how difficult things can actually be. I've gone from my literally deathbed and in 17 years got to a place and a stage where I can talk to you about my lessons that I've learned in life, how I've achieved exactly what I've achieved, which has been a lot, physically, marathons, climbing mountains and whatever, but also getting to a stage where I live a normal life to a degree where you wouldn't even know that I literally survived being blown up by a bomb.